I'm the Slash Movie Reviewer, and this is my review of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. So let's go ahead and break it down. I actually thought the first Mission Impossible was good. Not great, not phenomenal, but good. The second one doesn't exist in my mind. I've kind of boycotted that one. The third one I think was the best in the series until the fourth one. Ghost Protocol is hands down the best in the series. And matter of fact, last time I checked, it was sitting at a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty darn impressive. So the plot is pretty simple for Mission Impossible 4. Basically, the IMF gets framed for blowing up the Kremlin, and there's only 4 people left remaining of the IMF, and they basically want to clear the name and also stop a global nuclear war in the process. So that's basically your plot, and everything else is all the action ensues. And let me tell you, the action is intensifying, and I highly recommend you see this on the big screen. If you can see it in IMAX, see it in IMAX. It will be sensational and stellar to watch in IMAX. So I highly recommend that. There is one particular action scene that had me on the edge, and you probably know what scene I'm talking about. It's when Tom Cruise has to exit out of the world's tallest building, and you know, he has to wear these sort of gloves that sort of help him stick, and he's climbing up this wall, and of course, things don't go right. And from what I've been told, that was practically done. It was no green screen in the background. Tom Cruise is a nut for doing it, but I love Tom Cruise for being that nut who will do it for the sake of cinema, and it is electrifying. It is so cool to watch on the big screen, and that scene alone is just sensational. And there's other great action sequences, like this car flipping and a dust storm, Tom Cruise running. I mean, there's so many great scenes in this. I say this film is just beautifully shot, and it's vibrant, and it's just such an enormous movie. And the movie, I think, is like 135 minutes, and I swear this movie felt like an hour and 40 minutes. The pace and the action is so quick, the humor is coming at you like left and right, that before I knew it, the movie was over. And I was gripping the edge of my seat, especially when Tom Cruise was doing that building sequence. I mean, that was electrifying, and the movie just keeps on going and going and going and going. Now, I really dug this film. Now, I really liked the third installment. I thought that was the best. I mean, it was J.J. Abrams, and you couldn't go wrong, but this one knocks that one out of the park. You know, this is by far the best installment of the series, and I really thought they did a good job with certain elements, and I'm almost surprised by this film. This movie surprised me on actually how much it got right. Just with little things like characters and little plot devices, and the gadgets were so cool. Like, it reminded me of an old James Bond film. You know, like where pencils did weird things and cars were turned into boats and stuff like that. It was those kind of cool gadgets. They were hip and they were cool, and it was fun. You know, Tom Cruise is just a nut, and that's why I love him. I love that this movie is they actually really utilized the team well. I love Simon Pegg. I absolutely love Simon Pegg. I'm a huge fan of Simon Pegg. So I really liked the fact that he had more screen time, and that, you know, there was more of a team effort. You know, one person doing this, one person doing that, one person doing this, one person doing that, and they were all working together. I'm like, the third one was sort of Ethan Hunt being by himself, trying to clear his name because people were after him. You know, this one was sort of like a team collaboration because they were all working together to solve one goal. I'm going to give this movie a solid 4 out of 5. This movie blew me away. It's by far the best Mission Impossible film. You need to check out this film on the big screen. Highly recommend it in IMAX. I'm the Slash Movie Reviewer, and you guys have just been slashed.